as the DeFi market moves from billions of US dollars into trillions of US dollars. It seems like every financially responsible adult should be taking note of the space. But DeFi is such a general term. It's such a huge space. How do I get involved? How do I actually take advantage of the potential of this DeFi market? Glad you asked. In this video series, we are going to be going through a couple of projects. We're going to focus on single DeFi projects, and I'm going to show you how to generate passive income. I'm going to show you how to, as a financially responsible adult, get involved in the world of DeFi. If that sounds good to you, smash that like button. Good morning, everybody. Okay, this morning we are going to be talking about PancakeSwap. We're going to be talking about the potential of PancakeSwap, the insane interest that you can generate through this platform. And then, of course, we're going to go over the risks. And finally, in closing, I am going to share my opinion and my personal thoughts on PancakeSwap. Let's get started with it. Now, before we start that, DeFi is a very exciting space, and a lot of people love it. A lot of people get involved in it, but we also have a lot of people that just don't like to get involved in DeFi. And if you're one of those people who think DeFi is too complicated and too involved, Altcoin Trader has created a C5 platform. We call it C5 because it's centralized finance, and this is a place that if you are an Altcoin Trader client, you can simply stake your cryptocurrency and earn passive income, passive yield from this staking module without getting too involved in this DeFi, without actually getting involved in the decentralized world. But remember, of course, this is centralized, but it's super easy to use and there's good returns to be made. So just simply go to Altcoin Trader, look at Easy Save, and these are the interest rates that you can earn. As you can see, Bitcoin 4%, South African Tether at 5.23%, Tron at a whopping 10.44%, and the list goes on. Okay, let's look at PancakeSwap. Now, before we get into PancakeSwap, you have to set up your metamask. Okay, so the principle behind most DeFi projects and the way you earn passive income with most DeFi projects is, step one, you need to download a metamask wallet. Step two, you need to fund that wallet. Step three, you need to set that wallet up to the chain that you want to use. So in other words, MetaMask, traditionally, everyone knows, works seamlessly on the Ethereum network. But with PancakeSwap, we are moving over to the Binance Smart Chain. So it is important that you set your wallet up. So let's just go through what I would do. Step one, go onto Altcoin Trader. As you can see, we have Binance Coin available on Altcoin Trader. It would be a simple step to buy a little bit of Binance Coin to get your decentralized DeFi application started and set up. Once you have your Binance Coin, which you've purchased on Altcoin Trader, but remember, guys, you can buy this on any exchange. The main goal here is to get BNB or Binance Coin. Step two would be to go to your MetaMask wallet. Now, if we have a look at the MetaMask wallet, here you can see there are multiple chains. So we would want to set up the Binance Smart Chain. I'm going to leave a link in the description below to this article, which walks you through setting up the Binance Smart Chain. Now, guys, it's a really nice article, very self-explanatory and to the point. But basically, what we need to do here, for me to just very quickly show you guys, is you go to the networks, you go to custom RPC, and then you can choose the Binance Smart Chain. Well, you would create it from scratch, but I'm just going to show you here. Here's the Binance Smart Chain, and as you can see, you enter step for step what they've got in this article. Just enter that. Make sure that your details are correct. Make sure that you look at the article in the description below so that you don't put in the wrong details and start your journey off in an incorrect manner. But it's as simple as that. Then once you're there, you select the Binance Smart Chain and you're on that network. Now, once you are on that network, you'll notice that all the addresses are Ethereum addresses. These addresses will work whether you're on the Binance network or on the Ethereum network or on whichever network you choose. But obviously, you will only be able to see your coins if you select the right network and send the Binance coins to that address. So this would be the address that you would use. You would withdraw some BNB into your MetaMask. once you have that set up, you would simply go to PancakeSwap. Now guys, we're going to quickly look at this site, and I'm going to just tell you my thoughts on what we're looking at here. These are the only tabs that I would suggest you get involved in unless you are at a different level in DeFi. We've got trade, and this is where you would trade, exchange, and swap. We've got farms, which is a nice way to make a little bit of money, and we've got pools. We're going to go into all of these in a little bit more detail in a second, but there are things like the prediction markets where you gamble on whether the price of BNB is going up or down in the next 5 minutes. Guys, you'll notice I used the word gamble. I do not suggest you use this at all because it is absolutely 100% gambling in my opinion. Of course, we've got the lottery and we've got a lot of things. But for safety's sake, let's stay with trade, farms, and pools. Those should be the only tabs that you're getting involved in if you want to be in a healthy financial environment. So once you have got your BNB, the first thing that I want to show you is how to stake the PancakeSwap token. So the token is called Cake. I'm going to show you how to stake that token and how to earn an insane interest or insane yield on that token. We can look at the bottom of the screen. We can see that token as of today, as of this recording, is at $20, slightly over $20. Now, that is a good price. This token has been up in the $40 mark, around about $45. So it has come back with a retracement, but that is still a really good price for a token like this. So you would have your BNB in your MetaMask wallet. Step one would be to go there and to swap that for Cake tokens. So you would simply go here, as I'm showing, and you would select how much you wanted to swap. You would enter the amounts, and then you would simply swap. At this stage, you can see that 1 BNB will get you around about 20 Cake tokens. Now, those Cake tokens will show up in your MetaMask. If you don't see them there, you can simply add tokens and then add the Cake token. If you, the best place to find this would be on WorldCoin Index. You could find the contract address. But it's really simple. Just add the Cake token and you will see it in your MetaMask. The next step that we do is we go to pools. Now guys, wait until you see this. We've got these two pools, and these two pools are my absolute favorite pools. In fact, these are the only pools that I personally would get involved in. And the interest rates here are 126% per annum. Now that's a yearly interest rate, and 83% per annum. Now these two pools, what you do is you simply enable it, and then it'll ask you how much Cake you want to stake, and you work with your MetaMask and you stake. If you had used one Binance coin, you would be staking 20 Cake. Within the first couple of minutes, you will see that you are able to claim and harvest the Cake that has the interest that's been generated. So this is absolutely amazing. It's a lot of fun to log in every day and to reap your rewards. And then you can, of course, auto compound them to earn more. Now you might be seeing here, it says auto, and here it says manual. Guys, these interest rates, don't be deceived with them because they're basically the same, except that this auto, the system actually auto compounds your earnings. So you don't get to claim them every day. You just see them growing and they are automatically compounded into your capital. So you see your growth that way. The manual one, it is the same. This is actually my preference because it's just more fun to harvest your Cake every day and then, reinvest it. But 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, they are the same thing. So a lot of people that might not be able to log in every day and keep an eye on it, I would suggest auto Cake, manual Cake. The interest rates, if you're logging in every 24 hours, they work out pretty identical. There are a lot of other farms that you can use. There's a lot of coins that you can stake. My third favorite one, of course, is this Earn True USD. So in other words, yeah, you stake your Cake and you get paid out 77%, and you get paid in dollars or True USD, which can simply be converted to dollars. Now, guys, this opportunity in DeFi, in my opinion, is absolutely amazing. I mean, where do you see that you can earn 83 or 120 odd % per annum on funds that you have invested? In addition to that, the Cake token currently is at a very good price. And as long as this platform remains as good as it is, we can expect the price of this cake token to possibly continue to rise. We'll cover in risks a bit later on what could happen if if this platform starts to not perform as well as it could, and the potential of losing capital with the price of that token dropping. So guys, I want to also just cover farms. Now, farms is where you put your tokens up for the exchange. In other words, you take tokens, and it's normally two a pair. So you'll take a Binance coin and possibly Binance USD, or Binance coin and Cake, which is shown in this first farm. And what would happen here is that you would earn Cake tokens to the value of 60%. Now, you would have Cake and BNB as the pair which you've put up for the exchange for the liquidity. That's a little bit more complex beyond the scope of this tutorial, but for those of you that are going to try it, I just want to issue a warning about impermanent loss. I personally would not get involved in any of these pools, and the simple reason is, remember, you are putting up your liquidity for traders to trade with. Traders will always take advantage of you, and because of that, they will always you will suffer something called impermanent loss. In other words, if you've got Binance coin and you've got USDT, and Binance coin goes up, you'll end up with less Binance coin and more USDT, if that makes sense. Impermanent loss is a reasonably complex topic, which I would suggest that you understand before going into any of these pools. But a pool like this, True USD and Binance USD, because the coins are equally weighted, there is no impermanent loss. So this is certainly a pool that I would enter if I had US dollar stable coins that were doing nothing, because you are going to earn 21% yield in Cake and still be able to keep your capital without suffering impermanent loss. I hope that makes sense. When coins are equally weighted, you won't suffer impermanent loss, but if coins are not equally weighted, like Ethereum and Binance coin, and their prices fluctuate, you will always be on the worst end of the trades of those, because you're providing liquidity, and that is called the impermanent loss. This, no impermanent loss, because each coin is worth $1. So a lot of people not wanting to buy Cake because they are concerned about the long-term price of Cake can simply earn the Cake and sell it by staking their stable coins. Guys, you can see that this pool is a lot less risky, and that's why the percentage is tremendously less. We're only on 21% here, whereas if you're prepared to gamble with an impermanent loss, you could get 60%. In this case, you could get up to 479, 480%, but I would not personally get involved in that at all. So guys, now we're going to look at the risks, and then of course we're going to end off with my opinion on PancakeSwap and whether I feel it's a good thing. So the risks, of course, are always that the smart contract that powers this entire platform could get exploited or could get hacked. Now, PancakeSwap has been around for a long time, okay, and we haven't had any exploits that have really affected people staking in what I have discussed on this video. So from that point of view, as we evolve with DeFi, as we get stronger, as these projects have been around for longer and longer, and these I would consider blue chip projects, I think that risk is reasonably low. It does exist, something to keep in the back of your mind. I personally feel comfortable with that. Another risk, which if you were buying a lot of Cake, would be, of course, we touched on it earlier, the fact that the Cake token could dramatically drop in price, and then you would essentially have lost some of your capital. But guys, with these high percentages, you can very quickly get your capital back and work with only house money. A lot of people like to do that, invest a certain amount, and as they harvest every day, put that back to the initial investment, thereby getting out risk-free and only working with house money. The other thing, of course, is that PancakeSwap is a blue chip project, as I mentioned earlier. It is a decentralized exchange, and that is what I believe is going to keep this project solid for a long, long time. Now, when I looked at PancakeSwap initially, these percentages were just over 100%, and they have over time dropped. And that is another something to consider, that these percentages won't always be this high, and they will drop bit by bit in time. But right now, if you are a financially responsible adult and you are ignoring opportunities like this, you really need to consider them. You need to consider DeFi, you need to consider the space. Okay, let's go on to what I think about PancakeSwap. I think that this project is absolutely amazing. I think that the innovation behind these types of exchanges, these types of swaps, is absolutely what we need to usher in the alternative financial system. I am extremely bullish on this project. I believe it is an excellent source to make passive income and to grow your wealth in a passive way. So I personally am very bullish. I like PancakeSwap very much. This does not mean that it is without risk, but I am comfortable recommending this project on my channel. I'm comfortable talking about these pools and telling people about the amazing gains that you can make from staking your cake tokens in these pools. I'm absolutely against these gambling aspects of the site because I believe that they are extremely addictive and you could end up losing a lot of money. So those are my opinions of PancakeSwap, guys. It is a very, very good project. I'm going to be making a video series on DeFi and how to get in and earn your piece of the pie in this DeFi world. If that sounds good to you, make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss out on the next videos where you are showing how to generate passive income with DeFi. That's it from me. I'm out.